order to uplift its goals?
Well, actually, the setting up of a party institute, recruitment of more members from the different sectors in society, making the knowledge reachable or within the reach of most Filipinos, especially the students, so that they will learn that there's a party existing that may cater to their ideals. These are one of the few things that we can do right now to be able to further the goals of the party. It's really a matter of commitment, and not everybody has that sense, but many of us do. And it's a good thing that we have managed to survive through all of this. We may not always be victorious in every step of the way, but surviving every test teaches us to be resilient, and it teaches us that probably there is a purpose and meaning to our being in the Nacionalista Party, and that is to further the sense of nationalism among Filipinos.
So I'm sure you're aware that Filipinos change their views on the government very quickly. So given that, do you see the party progressing into the future? How does the party maintain the support of the Filipino people?
Well, we have our local leaders. No? That's why it's very related to what you asked me earlier. If everybody thinks in the same light. We have our local party leaders who maintain our political infrastructure throughout the country. But that being the case, in the future, we really need to train younger people and to have our ideas reach the student body, because the student body right now will form the future infrastructure of our political system, the human infrastructure, which is the most important part of the political system. And once we are able to inculcate the ideas and keeping the institution alive are the challenges right now for the future. So probably we'll have to go to the digital world to be able to conquer a lot of other minds. Winning hearts and minds is still the issue up to now. Just like in the Vietnam War, it was said that they wanted to win hearts and minds. But it's still the goal up to now of any political party.
So sir, medyo revealing question tayo ngayon. What are your opinions about political turncoatism or balimbing? Like politicians who immediately jump from one party to another?
Well, that's inculcated in Philippine history. No? If you look at our country, most of it is about turncoatism. That's a sad part of it. When the Spaniards came, the first Filipinos to turn their backs on their fellow man were the elite. And that's the story of the elite in our country. The elite always is the first to be called balimbing or turncoats. From the time that the Spaniards came, to the time the Americans came, to the time the Japanese came, and back to the American times, it was always the balimbing winning out. That's very sad. It's a fact that we have to learn to stand by and to stand by what we believe in, to stay with the party, and tell people that we will live and die with what is there. Because once we just rely on a sense of survival, then what kind of creatures do we mutate into? What kind of creatures do we turn into? Then we have no more meaning as to how we look at ourselves in the context of Philippine politics. How relevant can we be if we just turn into the same creatures that we despise all this time? Because that is the ultimate story of Philippine society. Traitors are often rewarded, and we do not want that to continue as a matter of fact towards the end of time. It's really the history of this country. From the time that we converted to Christianity to the time that Americans came, the elite, the ruling elite were the instruments of suppression of the masses. So it's one thing that we have to learn painfully, that Filipinos can also be good people. It's one thing that we should learn as a country.
After our interview with Congressman Remulla, we decided to have our pictures taken with him. We then made our way to the session hall, where we stayed for a few minutes to listen to the ongoing plenary.
Based on memberships, the NP is classified as mass. Any Filipino above 18 years of age may join the Nacionalista Party. The process is simple as only a letter of application is required. This is to be sent to the National Secretariat, after which it will be evaluated by the membership committee. Unlike other political parties that are only active during elections, the NP remains active throughout the year. They have regular meetings, activities, and events which aim to promote nationalist views. Some of these activities include youth camps, career forums, tree planting, gift giving, and feeding programs. Therefore, it is categorized as a constitutional political party. Based on the ideologies mentioned earlier, we classify the NP as center-right. The NP is most concerned with maintaining its core value of independence. Thus, whether it being pro-administration or opposition depends greatly on the current administration's stand. It is possible that majority of those in Congress are part of the Nacionalista Party. If this happens, then the party would most probably be pro-administration. However, if they belong to the minority of the Congress, then it is possible that they may run opposition acts against the government. Do you have any message to the Ateneans?
To Ateneo for high school, and you have to be a man for others, no matter what. I mean, that's the way that was taught to us at the Ateneo. When I was a young child, a young teenager, I learned so much in life because of the Ateneo. And you have to hang on to your ideals, no matter what. You have to be practical, but still, you should never lose that sense of idealism, because from there springs the hope of this country, having ideals fulfilled in the end. Well, that's all I can say.
No inside the session.
As in, this is it. As in, ito yung nasa TV, like for real.
No. Saw that.
We also acknowledge the speaker, details of Deputy Speaker Romulia and Representative Mark Villar, third year U.S. Management Engineering student of the Ateneo de Manila University.
Excuse.
Parties cannot be solely natural. Parties. Wait lang. Chill. Candidates that can realize their.
First, the party believes that it interprets the true and just aspiration.
Did the Nacionalista Party stay true to their outward record stuff? Record stuff?
What do you think the party is doing in order to uplift it to the, again, in order to uplift its goals?
Go.